as I listened to the story, the history of ZOR and your own history, your own story, just watching God orchestrate, the creation of a company, the endurance of a company, the integrity of a company, the raising up of the founders, the next CEO, and you. It really, this word keeps coming to mind about just faithfulness. That God, it's not our faithfulness, right? It's God's faithfulness, and you guys have been faithful. You will continue to be faithful, but God is the one who is faithful. And when we spoke the other day, even throughout this conversations for the podcast, you keep bringing up pieces of Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And I shared with you last time that that's one of the first verses I ever memorized as a believer is trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't lean to your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. He will direct your paths, depending on the translation. That to me is really the summary of everything we've talked about. You guys had, not just you, but the whole string of men and women and your mother and all these players that God has brought together are leaning on Him, trusting in Him, and He is keeping His promise. He is making that path clear. And that's why I say I'm absolutely confident that when that we talk next, you will be telling me about what God is doing. And I want to affirm, Mats and I are really good friends. In fact, that's of course who introduced you and me. I want to infer what he told you. God is in what you're doing. Business's mission is not only about freedom. It's not only about human slavery, but that's right in your face. And you have to go into it. You cannot ignore it. You have to go into it, and he will show you what the answer is. And I just appreciate that you and your team are willing to go into that. That's a dangerous place to go into. There'll be lots of human resistance, but there'll be also satanic resistance to trying to bring liberty to these captives. But that's part of the gospel. And that's what Jesus said. So, I've come to declare the favorable year of the Lord. And part of that favorable year of the Lord is freedom for the captives. So I was, the last time you and I spoke, I came away really encouraged. Today, I'm even more encouraged. And I am looking forward to hearing more, but I'm also looking, I don't know how God will do this, but to being with you in person, being able to sit in the same room and just, break bread together and just encourage each other. Just as God's hand is on you. I know that you know that it's not because of who you are. It's because of who He is. And that to me is really the secret. All right. So do you have any last word of encouragement or challenge to our audience? That people listen all over the world. Some are BAM practitioners, some are exploring the idea of business's mission as you were a while ago. Others are trying to find ways to support BAM. What word of challenge or encouragement would you leave them with?
Well, the first thing that I would like to say is that wherever the Lord has kept you, He has kept you there to bless you. So you need to trust His words. Often, we all are faced with situations. It took me, a year and a half to realize that ZOR is my next calling. So I've almost, there were days when I felt like, it's all just a bad decision. But slowly through those times, and I think that this was a season for us as a family we call it a season of grind. So in Pakistan is very famous for cricket. So in cricket, there are two different formats. One is a test match, and then there is a 1 day or a T20. So test matches for 5 days, which is all about grinding down and just perseverance and patience. So then we started to feel that, the Lord has brought us here for a test match. So in whatever season you are right now, I really want to encourage you that look at, and read Proverbs 3, 5, 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And whatever situation, even if we are passing through the valley of death, we have to trust the Lord. The other thing is, since different BAM practitioners might be listening, in countries like Pakistan, we still uh, are a developing, you could say, economy. We are a developing country in many ways. So, we really need people with a great deal of maturity to come and help us out, to support us, facilitate us, to navigate situations, because there is a developing BAM ecosystem in Pakistan, and it's in very, very early days. And I think, uh, you know, we would be very encouraged if there are people who can stand with us in prayer, who can come and join hands with us to see this great place. Pakistan is called the land of pure. So it's going to be a great blessing if other, friends can join hands with us and be of support to us in any way that is possible.